Hey guys, what's up? It's Vomit Couch Podcast episode 3. This week we're going to be talking about Microsoft versus Sony, everyone's favorite fanboy fight. I am your host, Robbie Dom.
Co-host.
With my co-host
You're the
here,
co-host, bitch.
Anthony.
Yeah, boy.
Bobo, ya boy. Doming guys.
He's the co-host.
So, let's just jump right into it. Microsoft versus Sony.
Let's take sides.
Microsoft for life. Team Green. Hashtag.
Sony. We don't even talk about what happened before. It's all about the now, baby. It's all about the now.
That should be their fucking motto, dude. Sony.
It's all about the
Forget
now.
the past.
Forget the past.
All right. Why do you think that Sony's better than Microsoft, dude? What the fuck, Bobo?
Because the original, because Xbox was the original cuckeners, dude.
What do you mean?
PlayStation was nice and free. Sure, they got hacked from time to time, but it was cool. It was free.
They got hacked from time to time.
It was cool. It was free gaming experience.
They got hacked from time to time. You mean when the entire network was down for 30 days and 1 million credit card and user information was leaked?
Are you sure it's 1 million?
It's probably around 1 million. So they said, hey guys, maybe we should invest some money into cybersecurity.
Oh, really? Because Microsoft has cybersecurity and they still get hacked.
Has any of their
Lizard Squad, yo, where you at?
Yeah, they went down for a fucking day on Christmas. They didn't.
Yeah, guess what, bitch? I pay $60 for this service. I want nothing to be hacked, bitch.
They didn't lose fucking credit card information though.
How do you know about that? Maybe the Lizard Squad wasn't stupid like Anonymous. Was like, we have credit card information.
Well, Microsoft would tell us if they've lost.
No, they wouldn't. Microsoft is a fucking shady ass company. Don't front like they are shady as fuck.
How are they shady? Well, let's go back. Let's go back to the start. All right, let's go back to the start. Let's start with. We're talking about from Xbox One and PS4 basically because the stuff previous that's last generation.
I guess.
Let's talk about current generation, what we're at now.
Hashtag
what have you done for me now?
You have a terrible stance to prove then. Because Xbox One exclusives have been literal shit tier. Literal bottom tier.
Hey, we're not talking about exclusives. Let's talk about
literal
launch.
Trash.
Let's talk about launch here.
Launch? All even more? Xbox One was trash. You were trash.
Yeah, Xbox was pretty bad.
And we talk about the UI that they barely fixed a month in. A month ago, dude. A month ago they fixed that UI. It's been shitty since.
What's wrong?
How long has the one been fucking around for?
What's wrong with the UI?
A month ago?
No.
Holy lag.
What do you mean lag?
You would press the Xbox home button and you'd be like, oh, now the home pops up. Here, let me go to my left side of my screen. PlayStation was home, left, quick game, boom. Let's go. Money.
I have never lagged on my Xbox.
Yeah, because lag is all you know, Daddy. You don't know the difference.
Why are you talking to Daddy?
Oh, yeah. Why call everyone Daddy? Daddy ain't special to me.
There's only one Daddy.
420?
What?
Please.
But seriously though.
Seriously, Xbox is shit. Your console is shit.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I love the Xbox, and objectively, it's shit.
How is it shit? Just because they had a bad launch?
The Xbox One as a console was okay, I guess. But really, the big strides, they didn't start making them until Xbox One.
Okay, what was bad about the beginning? The fact that it was more expensive?
Yes.
It came with Kinect.
Oh, real fucking. Hey, Xbox. It didn't hear you.
Have you tried?
Hey, Xbox.
Have you tried fucking talking to the PlayStation camera and that shit tier fucking thing?
Well, guess what? The camera didn't come with it. You have to buy that. The Kinect came with it, so you paid more for it. Where's the argument?
Well, yeah, and it works when it works.
Oh, it works when it works. Great fucking argument there. Oh, you know what? That fire extinguisher, it really works sometimes.
And that's not what I said. I said it works when it works.
That's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you're not saying it works most of the time. You're saying it works when it works.
Yeah, it works when it works.
Yeah, so it works when it decides to work.
The Kinect is good at what it does.
If anyone here has a Kinect Gear 1, go to your Kinect, if it has a Kinect, and say, hey, Xbox, tell me if it actually hears you.
First of all, it doesn't work that way anymore. It's Cortana now.
No, you can switch it back. Please, Dad, please, talk more like you know.
Did you just call me Dad again?
No, I said Zeh, because you're a fucking idiotic dick.
Yeah, good one.
I know, I had to pull that one out of my ass. You're used to that, huh?
Did you just cuck yourself?
You're used to that, talking to you.
Yeah, heaven forbid you wake up from a nap.
I know, dude. You never apologize for the fan.
What fan? They don't hear it.
Nice fucking recovery, you idiot.
Anyway,
Good cut.
going from launch.
PlayStation has a better launch. You can't tell me.
Okay, yeah, I can agree that PlayStation had a better launch.
And it's had a better.
But since launch and that bad rep that Microsoft got at launch, since Phil Spencer took over and started changing things, like Microsoft has gained a lot of ground. They even outsold PlayStation a couple months.
Yeah, a couple months. Finally.
Yeah, but that's the sign. At the beginning of last generation, it was Sony that had fucked up, and they were selling a fucking $500 PS3.
And that was a PlayStation. $500 PS3. God damn it, Sony. Well, we were talking about last generation.
No, but I'm just saying, if you look at it, and then they made their ground up and got their audience back, that's exactly what Microsoft's doing now.
No, they're not.
What do you mean they're not?
What has Xbox done?
They've fucking outperformed Sony on the latest console right now, the Xbox One S. The Xbox One S has a Blu-ray, an Ultra HD Blu-ray drive. PlayStation doesn't have that. How the fuck are you not gonna have the
base PlayStation or Pro?
The base PlayStation.
Well, if we're gonna,
I don't know if the Pro does.
If we're gonna compare the One S, we should compare the One S to what it was sold next to the Pro.
No, the Xbox One S and the Pro are not even close together like
they were sold.
The PlayStation Pro, its rival is gonna be the Scorpio. It's not gonna be the Xbox One S.
So really, PlayStation 1 because the Pro came out first.
You do the Xbox One S versus the PlayStation Slim.
Oh, okay.
That's the ones you compare to each other, and the Slim does not have a 4K Blu-ray drive. The Slim, it doesn't even have an optical port.
Well, to be honest, the Xbox One S as a console doesn't make any sense.
How does it not?
Because this is what I've wanted to defend this for a while because I got an Xbox One S. But really, what Microsoft did was, their business plan was, look, we don't know when the hell Scorpio is going to come out. So we got to give them something to abide them before we can actually say, this is when Scorpio is coming out, this is what's going to happen. So they were like, okay, let's do that. Let's give them this One S, which admittedly is a good console, right? But how about spending money to make a One S? How about you finish Scorpio?
Have you ever built a computer?
Yes.
No, you have not.
Yes, I have.
Have you ever built a computer?
What? You can't tell me no when I say yes. You're just trying to prove your point, bitch.
Have you ever built a gaming console from nothing?
It's pretty much like building a computer from nothing, am I right? Shout out to the PC Master Race daddies.
The point is that it takes time. It takes time to get the design. It takes time to get
they had enough
parts,
time
to make the deals with AMD, to make the deals with the developers to start developing on it.
They had time to make a whole other console.
The Slim is just the same parts wrapped into a new package.
Yeah, don't do that. Focus on the Scorpio. Stop dividing your attention. This is what fucked you in the beginning.
No, they needed that. They needed the Slim.
They did.
They needed
obviously, I didn't even hear. To be honest with you, before you just said it to me, I didn't know the PlayStation Slim even fucking existed.
They needed the Xbox.
Didn't need it.
They needed the Xbox One S, 100%. So that way you don't have this huge ass fucking goddamn 4-dick by 6-dick fucking console sitting in your fucking display case, taking up all this room, getting hot, overheating with a fat ass fucking power supply that it needs along with it.
True. Well, that's just the fault of the original Xbox One, though. You're not telling me.
Well, yeah, that's the point. That's why they came out with the S.
You can fix that in Scorpio.
They're not going to have time for fucking 3 years down the road to come out with Scorpio. That's going to be way more expensive. Scorpio isn't for fucking the average fucking gamer. It's for the person who wants the top-end shit.
What the fuck is this fucking elitism ass bullshit?
That's what it is. I'm honestly would not be surprised if when it launches, it's not even called Project Scorpio. Obviously, it's not going to be called that. That's the project name. It's going to be called the Xbox One Elite. I bet you money. Because that's what that's for. Just like the Elite controller is for the Elite players.
Except I don't use it. I'm better than everyone who
the
even
Xbox
has come
One,
on this con.
We're not talking about your fucking gaming prowess, all right? We're talking about
notice how he didn't deny it.
Yeah, you have to fucking talk about your personal triumphs rather than losing in this fucking argument.
Except I'm not, because the one I think what division of Xbox decided to work on the One S could have been sculpt it back in to work on Scorpio and maybe get it out quicker. I'd rather.
You don't know you don't know the inner workings of Microsoft.
I don't. I really don't. But I'm saying it doesn't make sense to me other than pandering money-wise to launch this middle console. It doesn't. The Xbox One had no fatal flaw that needed an immediate...
It wasn't immediate. They launched the Xbox One S. It came out in 2014. They launched the Xbox One S in 2016. That's a whole 2 years. What's the time span between the Xbox 360 and the Xbox Slim? The Xbox 360S.
I have no idea.
And the Xbox 360 Elite. And the Xbox 360 fucking whatever else they came out with for that console.
I don't even know what Xbox 360 I had, dude.
Did you have the touch-sensitive button?
Dude, I don't remember. I had an Xbox 360 like 8 years ago.
Oh my god. Anyway, they needed this revision because the Xbox One was huge, old, just like... That's the reason why Sony doesn't sell the original PlayStation anymore either. The original PlayStation 4.
Really? They don't?
No, because it's old technology already. They need to clean it up. They need to fucking rejuvenate a 3-year-old system.
Okay.
Why the fuck you think Apple comes out with new computers every year?
I do think... I'll give you this argument. Maybe the One S was needed. But I do think the one thing I can give Xbox or Microsoft is that their marketing behind Scorpio is smarter than the Sony's behind the Pro. Because I feel like there's a lot more hype for Scorpio than there was for the Pro.
Well, yeah, Sony released announced the Pro at some fucking GDC where they just talked about, they didn't even talk about shit that gamers care about.
Yeah.
They talked about, weird shit. They were talking to investors, not the people when they announced it. Where Microsoft is saying, this is for the gamer.
We can just say that.
Well, speaking of Scorpio, let's cut to the
specs?
the actual specs of what the system is supposed to be. Because we know the PS4's Pro is already out, and the difference between the PS4 and the PS4 Pro is, you can see it in some games, but it's not PC level at all.
It's not, what's the word? Native? It's not native.
It's not 4K native, yeah. Some games are. Some games can be 4K native, but...
But the big clincher, if Scorpio wants to beat out the Pro, it needs to be 4K native needs to be a constant.
Yeah, we need that 4K good banging.
Oh yeah, dude, fucking chorus titties.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Bobo, calm down.
Hey.
We found his reason to live, everybody.
No, you haven't.
Daddy, do you have the specs for that Xbox Project Scorpio? So we have...
Oh, now you have to sit here and actually
the
listen
CPU of 8-core, 2.3 gigahertz processor. A GPU with 40 compute units.
He sounds like Mr. Krabs from that
1,172 megahertz.
Beep, beep, boop,
12 gigs
beep,
of
boop,
GDDR5. And I believe that 2 of those are going to be utilized for the operating system and 10 are going to be for games. Then there's 326 gigabits per second bandwidth, 1 terabyte of hard drive storage, and a whole lot of teraflops. So, got them get them teraflops.
So let's dumb that down for people like me who don't know what the fuck half of those things mean.
How many flux capacitors is that?
This is going to be about 10.4 gigawatts. So, you got that going for you.
I hope that we've reached a point in time where people don't understand the reference, so we can sound even more dumb. Basically, it's a very powerful console.
Yeah, it's gonna rival PC. It's gonna rival. It's not gonna be fucking AMD fucking Ryzen and shit.
Yeah.
Or that's the CPU. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be like Nvidia fucking Titan. What is it? 1080 Titan, 1080 Ti or whatever. It's not gonna be.
Titan X.
Yeah, it's not gonna push that shit. But it's gonna be
it's gonna be around the level of like a medium.
It's definitely gonna be the most powerful
console?
home gaming console. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 110%.
Yeah, you're gonna get your 4K native games. You're gonna get your 1080p, or your 4K down fucking sampled to 1080p with more lush environments and more textures.
Looking at you, Black Ops 3 Xbox 360 release.
You're gonna get it's gonna be the definitive experience is now gonna be on Xbox. Whereas before, you could say, that PlayStation was where you were gonna get the definitive experience because you
Because
see
it was
all the
known-
comparison videos.
It
and
was known
PlayStation.
for PlayStation
Yeah.
had better graphics.
Now, the Xbox Project Scorpio is gonna be the one that has the more processing power and is able to make the games look prettier.
But the biggest thing I think for me is Xbox needs to focus also on their. We didn't bring this up. Holy shit, I'm stuffed up as fuck. But I feel like Xbox has a lot of problems server wise.
Well, let's see. We're not done. We're not moving on to that yet. Let's talk about the Scorpio. Let's talk about the Pro versus the Scorpio.
Well, what's the? You kind of already summed it up.
Well, so we could talk about price points. Like the PS4.
We don't know the price for the Scorpio.
But
yet.
we can guess. It's gonna be more expensive.
No, we can't. The Xbox doesn't do
Okay,
logical shit.
okay. Let's say we can't guess. What would be the point at which you think that it would be viable? So
I think
the PS4 Pro right now is $400.
I think
You get non 4K native gaming sometimes. Sometimes you do. Depends on the game. Games. It's a good. I have the machine. I like it. Games run nicer on it to me. I like that it has that new boost mode in the latest patch that allows you to boost games that don't have a patch, a 4K or a PS4 Pro specific patch. So it does give you like better frames per second and games look smoother. At $400, what I mean for it, we have to see games being played on the Xbox Project Scorpio before we can make any judgments on it, or before the gaming community like kind of rallies behind it. But what do you think? What if you being a PlayStation fanboy?
Not a fanboy, just a logical human being.
Okay, you being a PlayStation fanboy,
Logical human being.
what price would you be willing to pay for an Xbox One Scorpio?
No, I would like to pay $500, but knowing Microsoft is going to come out at $600.
I don't know if it'll be 6. It might be 6.
And 6 is
I
lowballing.
I bet you like $549. I would think $549.99.
I don't know, man, because what they launched the Xbox One base at?
Oh, $500, $499.99.
For the broken ass Xbox One system.
That was in 2013 though. It was a different time.
Yeah, but the Scorpio is to us what the Xbox One was to back then as it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes.
No, it was not. The let me gather my thoughts.
Yeah, you're an idiot. Basically, while he gathers his thoughts, you have to think about back then. The Xbox One was this is the new generation of gaming. This is where gaming's gonna go from here.
Yeah, but they never use phrases like this is gonna rival PC gaming. This is gonna bring the 4K, because 4K was back. But 4K was around then. The fucking PC gamers were playing games in 4K back then.
Yeah.
They never once did they say this is going to be 4K experience. This is going to rival PC gaming. And that's what they're saying. And this is Microsoft. This isn't fucking Sony who makes TVs saying that they're going to do it. This is Microsoft who fucking their bread and butter was computers.
Yeah.
Saying that this is going to rival PC gaming.
Yeah.
Which is why they created this Play Anywhere ecosystem. So that way you could have it both on a PC and an Xbox, because they might be close to looking the same. So...
True.
I mean, I think that so you're saying that if it was $600, you wouldn't buy it. If it was $500, would you buy it?
You're sitting here talking to me as if you don't know the fact that I'll buy it even if they throw it out at the floor at $700. Because I will. For this Xbox.
Yeah.
But I think someone who's coming new onto the scene, they're like, man, I really want to try out this new console. I think a regular human being will stop.
So you are going to get it? I thought you were a PlayStation fan. Are you just playing the devil's advocate?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
I have both systems and both are good. I have a PlayStation in there.
Full disclosure, as do I.
My PlayStation, the original one before I got this new one, sounded like a chugging on train with how much it was fighting to stay alive. You should have heard.
Oh my god, that thing was so loud.
That's why I have I have a little bit of a leaning to this PlayStation, because that fucker was fighting for dear life.
It was trying so hard to play Destiny.
Well, I dicked on kids in Destiny, dude.
But so let's say you were playing the devil. Obviously, you're playing the devil's advocate here. All right. Let's say you were a PlayStation diehard. You have the Pro. Would you get an Xbox One
No,
Scorpio.
no,
No?
Even with the specs that they put out, no.
What if they told you, you saw a video, or your favorite fucking YouTuber or your favorite Vomit Couch podcast, shout out, would posted a video that said, let's take Overwatch 2, for example, alright? If the inevitable launch of it. Let's say that Overwatch 2, 4K, better graphics, better freaking, I don't know, pixel density, better color.
I think Overwatch is a bad example, but keep going.
Why?
Because Overwatch is an experience, even though Overwatch is an experience you play to look good. Overwatch is an experience that you play to run, to flick, or to be able
Yeah,
to play.
so,
master.
okay, let's say that,
No,
listen,
it's a bad example.
let's say that on Xbox One Scorpio, Overwatch 2 runs at 60 frames per second, so you can do that, and you can react quicker, and you just listen. And on PlayStation 4 Pro, it does not.
It's a
Would
bad
you buy it
example.
only on the Xbox One Scorpio?
It's a bad example.
How is that a bad example?
Because Overwatch already does run at 60 FPS.
I said Overwatch 2. Let's say they buff up everything, make everything crazy, add more particle effects and all this stuff, and it runs 60 frames per second on Xbox One Scorpio, and it does not on the PlayStation 4 Pro because it cannot handle it.
Then
This is a theoretical Overwatch 2 that does not exist, obviously. But let's say, for argument's sake, you could have
picked a better game, but okay, yes, I would buy the Xbox Scorpio.
would you buy the Scorpio just because
Right.
the games ran better on it?
Yes. Games ran better? No, you'd have to also...
60 frames per second and 30 frames per second is a big difference.
Yeah,
if you go and play Overwatch and then you go back to the original Destiny,
We've already...
you feel like you're like,
Dude, come on.
your mind is skipping frames.
Who are you talking to? Not to me. You already know I know this.
Yeah, I'm talking to the viewers.
You're stupid. That's a stupid thing to say. Of course they know the difference between 60 FPS and 30 FPS.
I know, I'm saying it's important. I know they understand the difference, but it's an important difference.
No, the thing is, though, I don't think PlayStation would allow it to not run at 60 FPS.
It's not about not allowing it. It's about if the PlayStation can't handle it, it can't handle it. Why do you think that they put Destiny at 30 frames per second on both the consoles? Because it wasn't reliable any higher than that on them. Have you seen how beautiful Destiny looks? Like, have you seriously gone on there and looked around?
Yes.
Like, it's a beautiful game.
For both systems.
And they didn't want it to go lower than that. That's why, like, games like Mass Effect, it's so disappointing when you go to a world and it's fucking laggy as shit. Like, the frames per second drop. Like, you're like, what the fuck? Like, it takes the immersion out of it. So it's not about someone allowing it and not allowing it. It's about if they can make it run better.
Well, also, you're talking as if the PlayStation Pro is just a whole league underneath Scorpio, and it really isn't. Like,
It is. If the numbers that they gave us, the specs that they gave us, are any indicator, the Scorpio is gonna blow the Pro out of the water.
And we don't know until we see a playtest.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
But that's why this is all theoretical. Like, that's why I'm asking you theoretical questions.
I think anyone who
will it cause a PlayStation gamer who isn't all fucking diehard crazy fanboy of PlayStation was only on PlayStation for the definitive experience that it had of these games? Would they jump ship and go to the Scorpio?
Well, there's more to weigh though, because it isn't just only like the playability and all that. You also have to think of the big boy, what really draws people from console to console, and that's exclusives.
Yeah.
That is the big thing. Because let's take a look at the PlayStation.
But the only reason why PlayStation has exclusives right now is because it's the leading console. Microsoft had all the exclusives back on the 360 other than the Japanese releases because obviously Microsoft doesn't have a big presence in Japan. But most of the like exclusive games were on Xbox 360, and that's because the install base was bigger. Now the install base is bigger on the PlayStation 4.
Well, no, because what Xbox 360 exclusives were there? There were what? There were Gears, Halo, Left 4 Dead. Can you name any other ones?
There was Gears, Halo, Left 4 Dead, the original Mass Effect. There's, I can't think of any others on the top of my head, but I'm sure there was a lot.
Yeah, but then you had PlayStation 3 come out with Bloodborne. Right? Bloodborne was on
No,
the
it was on
PlayStation.
PS4
It was on
only.
PS4 only?
Yep.
Well, whatever. Let's jump to that one then. Because the PlayStation 4 had exclusives that were... PlayStation, Xbox 360 had exclusives that you didn't need to buy the console for. You want to play a Halo or Gears X game? Killzone. You want to play
That's not even on the same level.
That's debatable. Halo, like, Gears 1 and Gears 2. Halo 1, Halo 2, and Killzone 1 and 2.
No, Killzone 1 and 2 are not even close to Halo and Gears of War. They're not even close to that juggernaut.
To the-
Where the hell are they now?
To the PlayStation?
They don't get the yearly treatment like those ones.
To the PlayStation?
Halo fucking started competitive multiplayer shooting.
To the Sony crowd, Killzone was loved, adored. Resistance was loved.
The originals, yeah.
Yeah. What are we talking about here? We're not talking about Halo 3 or Gears of War 3.
Yeah, but I'm saying that, okay. Resistance and... What was the other one? Killzone. Resistance and Killzone are not anywhere near the juggernaut that Halo and Gears of War are. People who don't play games know about Halo.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like... What I'm saying is people didn't jump ship to the other console side just to play those games.
I'm willing to bet you money they did.
Not nearly as much as many people are jumping over to PlayStation right now to play the exclusives they have right now.
100% they did.
No way.
Do
you know how many people bought a PlayStation just to play Bloodborne?
Okay, do you know how many people probably bought a 360 just to play Halo 3? Just to play Halo 3.
Just to play Halo 3, I'll give you Halo 3.
Halo 3. And Gears of War.
But it's just like... It goes back to this topic of like...
And back then, Xbox got all of the DLCs first for all the games, just like PlayStation does now. So,
Yeah.
and the reason why... Look at Call of Duty. Call of Duty, every year it was the exclusivity was Xbox. You got the maps first. You got the beta first. You got whatever.
Yeah.
As soon as PS4 comes out and gets the install base higher than Microsoft, boom. They're like, hey, yeah, Activision's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
We're going with the big guys. So that's the reason.
Yeah. But even then, like, I guess I'm biased in my exclusive, right? Like...
Currently, right now, there's no doubt about it that PlayStation has the better exclusives. No
Right.
doubt about it.
But I'm saying, like...
But the reason why that is because
No,
of the install base.
Let me fucking finish my thought, dude. Jesus Christ.
I was finishing mine.
Look, I'm saying right now, if you look
Don't
at
get
the exclusive...
butthurt.
Oh my
Damn.
god, dude. Turn off the fucking
Breathe.
podcast, dude.
Take a breath. Take
You're
a breath.
cancer.
Will. I know you want to die, but jeez.
Talking over each other is fucking cancer. I
Take
deal
a
with
breath.
that
It's an
enough.
argument.
Yeah, except
Have you ever had an argument?
Your part's fucking stupid. 'cause
Have
you're
you
not
ever had
letting-
an argument?
You're talking like Trump, dude. And I support that motherfucker. Like, goddamn, he's annoying in an argument. But, look. I'm saying right now, well, because we're talking about now, let's forget about the past. Gears 4, Halo 5, those exclusives are shit compared to the PlayStation exclusives. And I love Gears of War 4.
Name a PlayStation exclusive from last fall. Thank you.
Why I can't? That's when Gears fucking 4.
That's when Gears 4 and Halo 5 came out. Well, Halo 5 was the fall before last.
So you're wrong. Wrong.
It was a fall before last.
Wrong.
Name a PlayStation exclusive
Wrong.
from the fall before last.
Wrong.
Exactly.
Wrong.
Thank you.
Wrong.
There's no... They came out at a different time.
Bloodborne came out before both of those.
No,
Both
it
of
did
those.
not.
Yes, it did.
No, it did not.
Yes, it
Bloodborne
did.
came out in between Halo 5 and Gears of War 4.
No
I'm pretty
fucking
sure.
way. Google that
Daddy.
shit, Daddy. No fucking way.
Daddy, what was the release date for Halo 5?
And people play the shit out of that. More than Halo 5.
I might be wrong, Rip.
Yeah, you fucking
I might be
idiot.
wrong.
October 2015.
Okay, what is the release date for Bloodborne? I want to say March 2014. Oh, shit. Or March 2015.
March 2015.
Ah.
Either way. Either way, bitch. Guess he's right.
Okay, a couple
Me.
months before.
Look, that is a shining example of one that beats out two of them.
But no.
Yes.
No.
I guarantee you, you go ask someone.
I will bet you money right now. Right now, we will do a fucking food bet where you'll buy me food. That Bloodborne did not sell as many copies as Halo 5.
Oh, goddamn.
I will bet you money right now.
In opening or in total?
Total.
That's a good bet.
Halo 5 has sold more than Bloodborne. 100%.
We're talking digitally and physically?
We're talking total sales. Net sales.
Fuck me.
Bet
Daddy,
me.
God
Bet me, bitch.
Damn it. God damn it.
Buy my fucking Taco Bell.
Hell, yeah.
All right, buy my Taco Bell, bitch.
I bet you.
All right, daddy. What is this, daddy?
Who bet what, just to clarify?
I bet that Bloodborne sold more than Halo 5 Guardians.
And I bet that Halo 5 Guardians sold more than Bloodborne.
Look, anyway, let's while he's googling that, let's get back to the real topic here.
No. Let's finish this fucking bet. Our readers need to know.
Well, our readers? Hey, you guys. Hey, all you readers out there. I
Oh,
hope
yeah,
you're really
listeners.
enjoying reading our fucking voices right now.
Okay.
Hey, there could be blind listeners.
Yeah, what are they doing? Fucking braille on the fucking video screen?
They can still hear. They're blind. There could be deaf
You've
listeners.
offended so many fucking
Deaf
people.
listeners. Yeah, because we have so many fucking viewers.
Results: Bloodborne.
Bloodborne,
Global units sold.
global units sold 2.68
That's
million.
not a lot.
And tell me, Halo, daddy.
Halo 5 Guardians.
Halo 5 Guardians, global unit sales
4.6.
Goddamn!
4.6, baby. Your boy, not your boy, Robbie Dom, shits on Bobo. That's a whole, like, 1.5 million more
yeah.
copies.
Fuck, Bloodborne
And
got
they're
shot
both
up.
on one system.
I should have bet you. I don't know. Gears 4 probably sold a little more than that.
Bloodborne is a great game. Don't get me wrong. Loved it. But it's not the mass appeal that Halo is.
Yeah.
Smoked by 2 million.
It's not the mass appeal that Halo is.
Well, that's the thing. I guess that's the difference between Xbox and Sony. And I want you to see if you can tell me I'm wrong. Xbox is for the more general people. Sony's a more niche filler.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Sony has the weird ass games. They always have.
And they're the niche, but they it can be said that they made better games in the last year.
But then again, I mean, you have it's the difference between a Western and a, what's Japanese? East? What did you say? Eastern? Far East movement? It's the difference between Western,
G6.
I guess JRPG. It's the difference between like a Western style of gaming and a Japanese style of gaming.
No,
Like, yes, because
what?
there's
Zero
no
Dawn wasn't
name
fucking-
another game that's like Gears of War. I'll wait.
Technically, Resistance was like Gears of War.
That had the cover-based, third-person, shooting, and shit.
Actually, Killzone was more like Gears. Resistance. Was
They
more
were
like-
both first-person shooters, though.
Killzone wasn't first.
Yes, it
person.
was.
Was it?
Yes.
Was it? Are you sure about that?
Yeah. But so it's its own unique style. It's just something that we're used to in the Western side of the world.
Well, I can't name it off the top of my head, but I believe there is a Sony game like that. I mean, technically, Uncharted's kind of third-person shooter.
No, it's not Gears of War.
I'm kidding. It's a joke. Can you get a joke for once in your fucking idiotic life?
No.
Goddamn, fucking
That was kind of mean.
good. You deserve it.
I'm leaving this fucking
It's
podcast.
just in 3 episodes in while the couch separates.
I'm gonna go start my own show.
I'm gonna start my own
Oh,
vomit.
wait, too late, already did.
Anyways,
Plug it.
I guess I see Sony as for a while. If are we done with Scorpio?
Yeah, we're done with Scorpio. We're talking about exclusives now.
We're talking about exclusives.
Yeah.
I think that until Xbox can pull one, because the last one was Recore. And did you hear anything about Recore?
I heard it was okay.
Okay, compared to the fucking 9.8s. and the
Recore
10s.
wasn't around the same time. I don't think Xbox has released anything.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying Recore is the most recent example, so that's why I'm using it.
Daddy, can you pull up a list of recent Xbox One exclusives? That way we can get at
The
least
most recent one.
knowledge
The
of-
most recent one might be Gears 4.
I mean, it's easy as fuck to. Well, Recore, hello, that one's an exclusive.
We just said that. Oh
Yeah.
my god, you're fucking dumb. What do you mean? What do
You-
you think we were just talking about?
I said, can you pull up a list of the most recent Xbox One games? And you were like, oh, I think Gears of War is the most recent.
Gears 4 came out before Recore? Really?
No, yes, before.
Really?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Maybe not.
Holy shit, that was loud.
Yeah, fucking idiot. Stop hitting the fucking keyboard. That's why I'm saying Gears 4 might have. You hear the might? Might's a really important word in that sentence. Look, anyways, I think single player exclusives, Xbox has never ever reached Sony. I'll wait.
For a single player game?
Single player exclusives, Sony has always beaten Microsoft. And really, really, sorry for all the fucking shooter fans out there. That's what gaming should be. Storytelling.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. That's
Yes.
because you're young.
I'm not young.
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm 18.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you
don't
mean?
you don't remember the times of going over to your fucking friend's house and playing Mario Kart 64 together. That's what gaming is. It's about having fun with friends.
Well, that may be fucking in
And-
old timer land.
And stories are good too. Don't get me wrong. I like a good story, but they're both of those things. You can't say it's one or the other. Some people, all they do is play Overwatch. All they do is play multiplayer games. Some people, they don't play any multiplayer games. They don't even have Xbox Live or PSN.
Well, as a person who plays both, I find a good story way better than a good gameplay.
Well, as a person who plays both, I like them both.
Yeah, see? So fuck your opinion. There's no fucking neutrality. Neutrality doesn't exist in this world.
I can enjoy the first person first person story game of fucking Halo 5, and I can enjoy the
Halo
not
5
Halo
story
5,
was
sorry,
shitty.
that's a bad one,
Oh my heart.
That's a bad one. I can enjoy the first person story narrative of Gears of War 4.
Gears of War 4 is in first person.
Third person, whatever. Third person Gears of War 4, and I can enjoy the RPG-esqueness of fucking Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, I can do them both.
Well, Gears 4 had a good story.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm
It
saying,
is a shooter.
I'm saying that, like, no, my original statement was if you play games for the gameplay, I think that's that's not as good as playing games for a story standpoint. I think video games, at their
This
height...
is coming from someone who loves Overwatch.
Exactly, that's why...
Where's the story?
That's why I think that's why my opinion is cool. Because I love Overwatch, but I think Overwatch would be an even better game if there was a legitimate story behind it. I think every game...
Oh, Halo Wars 2.
Oh yeah, everyone.
Halo Wars 2.
It got good reviews, but really it's Halo Wars.
That's not out yet. Yeah. So all their exclusives are coming soon pretty much, but their most recent one is Halo Wars 2. Probably didn't sell that well.
Milking that Halo fucking...
Because that's...
Milking that cow, yo. Just,
It does look like fun, though. I might pick it up eventually.
Yeah, but it's basically...
when
It's
on sale.
Halo chess.
Dead Rising 4.
Yeah.
Dead Rising 4, but I
That's a
heard that
franchise.
one wasn't that good
That's
either.
a franchise that needs to die already.
Yeah, other than that, I mean, Recore and... Yeah, they haven't really been hitting it home on the exclusive front, but we'll see if maybe later
I'm
they have
hoping
Sea of Thieves.
Scorpio. I'm hoping that's what Microsoft is like. Look, we've done bad on these exclusives. We need to hit. To be honest though, if we're gonna talk about exclusives, I have to give my opinion here. I think exclusives are dumb. No, I think business, they're cool. I understand why you would want to do it, but for the gamer, I think that's so fucked.
Yeah, 100%.
So fucked.
Yeah.
Because you had what? You had Dark Souls 1 and 2 on the Xbox?
Yeah, well, because
and
people...
then Bloodborne's just over there at Sony?
Because people who can only afford one console,
Get fucked.
yeah, they can't enjoy fucking Bloodborne, the amazingness that is Bloodborne, or
Yeah.
they can't enjoy the amazingness that is Gears of War 4.
Yeah,
or
all
they,
Gears of War.
Yeah, or they can't enjoy the Horizon Zero Dawn, or Nier Automata, or
Yeah.
or
Neo.
Persona 5.
Oh my god, Neo. I'm playing Neo and I forgot it.
But yeah, for talking about exclusives, Sony has that game on fucking lock right now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Microsoft is really shit in the
all
bed.
Microsoft needs though is give me a decent story one, and then another out of the park multiplayer one, and then you'll win back your fan base. Because that's really, in my opinion, is niche. It isn't normal.
The Microsoft, I don't know like what they're doing with single player games, or like exclusive single player games, because they had Lionhead that made the Fable franchise and stuff, and that was kind of their like single player like
And then that
that
shit
game,
died.
and then they closed it, and then they
Cuphead.
had
Oh no, not Cuphead.
well, they had that Scalebound that was canceled by
Yeah.
Platinum Games. That looked like it was gonna be a good exclusive for them. But most of their games are multi-platform. Like they're not getting all the money from it, you know.
Yeah.
Which is cool for
us.
PlayStation players because they get to play both. But Microsoft just has fucking just shit the toilet money. Like they don't care.
Yeah, they really
Like,
don't.
They're fucking Xbox is a side project to them. And
Yeah,
shit.
it is. I think that's another big thing. That's why Sony has all these exclusives. Sony's really puts a lot behind their PlayStation.
A lot. That's all they are now.
Yeah.
It's PlayStation and TVs. Like,
Yeah.
that's all you got.
And then Microsoft is like, meh, you don't wanna
Yeah.
Xbox One? That's cool. We got all these all these dope ass.
Yeah, Microsoft's like, we could sell these Xboxes at a loss.
Yeah. I mean,
We'll get them on the game purchases.
Yeah, we don't want to, but
But I mean, I hope Microsoft gets back out there with the exclusives. They have the Rare Replay. They have Rare, which made Banjo-Kazooie, and
they made Ukulele.
no, they didn't. That's people from Rare, but it's not Rare. The Rare that Microsoft has right now, I think they're working on something. I don't know what they're working on, but hopefully they can make something great.
Damn good, man. Something.
They had Quantum Break. That was a pretty good exclusive.
Yeah, but they went stupid with that 30-minute. I like the experiment that they tried.
It was cool, I thought.
Yeah,
I really liked it.
The experiment was cool. It was just like,
and it was a pretty game.
Yeah, it was just the gameplay from cutscene to cutscene was
I mean, it's from I forgot who made it.
Aren't they the same people who made Alan Wake?
Yeah, same people who made Alan Wake.
They need to make another Alan Wake. Is what they need to do. I don't know why they haven't. Alan Wake was a fantastic game.
Yeah. Yeah, Microsoft had that. That was an exclusive, right?
Yeah, so,
Initially,
I think, and then it got...
Initially?
And then because of how good it did,
yeah,
they let PlayStation have it.
I think Microsoft is just okay with taking the profit from the multi-platform games and coming out with... I think once Scorpio comes out and they get most of that market share back, they'll start doing exclusives again. But we could talk about the difference between PlayStation Network and Xbox Live. Like, let's talk about the quality or lack thereof of the games you get every month.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I think that
to be honest,
recently they've been kind of shit tier.
Xbox?
Both.
Both?
Yeah. Yeah, recently they've both been kind of shit tier.
I mean, what they come out with this month?
I don't even know. That's how shit tier it was.
And you usually download all of them.
I did download it. I just don't remember what it was.
Wow.
I know that PlayStation's just got recently announced. It was you get Tales from the Borderlands in May, along with
episode.
No, you get the whole thing, which is cool because I almost fucking bought it in a sale, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I waited, perfect timing. And then you get.
Cool. I've heard really good things about that.
Yeah, another game that I already got. I heard it's the best Telltale game.
Really?
Yeah, Tales from the Borderlands. That's what I heard.
Good for Borderlands. Looking at you,
but,
fucking idiots.
I mean,
Gearbox.
It's pretty cool that you get free games every month.
Make another goddamn Borderlands, you idiots.
You could literally just pay for Xbox Live, and then you'll have a new game to play every month.
Yeah.
Like, 2 new games. The thing that Xbox Live and the team at Xbox has done that is really like, what the fuck, Sony, why can't you do this, is backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that they got backwards compatibility, like, that's probably making them shit ton of money. Like, you know how many people probably bought Black Ops 2 when it became backwards compatible?
Mass Effect 1 when it came out.
Like, they are killing it on that. But instead, at Sony, you have to do PlayStation
but even then,
now.
That was kind of a sour taste in people's mouth. Because Xbox One came out with the premise that we're going to have this from the jump. And they didn't.
I don't think they said they were going to have it from the beginning.
Yeah, they advertised it. Like, I remember them advertising Mass Effect 1 and how it looked on the Xbox One.
Well, Mass Effect 1 was one of the original ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I remember them saying backwards compatibility, like it was a main selling point.
Yeah.
And
it was back when it came out.
Yeah, and eventually they did make up on that promise. But I think
okay, well, where's Sony's at?
Sony never said they would, though.
Yeah.
So you can't tell them, why aren't you doing this? Well, we never said we would.
Yeah.
And really, PlayStation 3...
But, I mean,
PlayStation 3,
doesn't... It's not like Microsoft owes that to anybody. They're doing it because the people want it.
Yeah, but... Well, not because the people want it, but because it'll make them money.
Well, both. Yeah. A little bit of both.
And really, what PlayStation 3 game would you want to play on PlayStation 4?
Demon Souls?
Oh. Okay. Well, haven't they remastered it?
No, they never remastered
Wow, they
Demon
never
Souls.
remastered Demon from software.
I would want to play Demon Souls. I would want to play... I don't know. I have a bunch of, like, free PS3 games that I get with PlayStation Plus that I never get to play.
Really?
So, yeah, so I would like to play those.
That's kind of odd that they give you them for free on the PlayStation Plus, but you can't play it on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
I think that's where Microsoft has them, is in backwards compatibility and listening to the community.
Yeah. But I think...
Phil Spencer has been really good about that.
I think the server... I find a lot more trouble, at least... Well, I haven't been on Sony PlayStation in a while, but sometimes the Xbox party system can just be a chore to make
Yeah,
work.
yeah. I don't know what. Like, how do you fuck that up? How do you have something so perfect in the Xbox 360,
then
and
you
you're
get
like,
to
let's
one-
take it to the Xbox One, and it'd be fucking shit.
Yeah, it's bad. Like, it can be real bad.
Like, I don't understand how they messed that up.
Yeah. And the PlayStation, when I've played it, it's good. Like, it's just regular ass PlayStation.
Yeah, but
party.
PlayStation in the beginning didn't even have parties.
Yeah.
Like, Microsoft is the one who was like, hey,
when
have
I
your
was
parties.
360, PlayStation 3, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, now look at it now. PlayStation 4 has it locked down. It's good. Xbox One's still trying to figure it out.
Yeah. I don't know what
And
they're
then
doing.
Inviting to games is sometimes weird. Sometimes you just can't do it. Inviting people from the party sometimes doesn't work. It just doesn't go through. I have to give myself one thing. You guys' message, like when someone calls me a fucking asshole online through message, you guys get on that shit real quick. When
Yep.
when I send a report.
Last week, someone called me an asshole in a message because I didn't heal him in Overwatch, and because he wasted his ult
And he healed me.
as
yeah, boy.
McCree.
He healed me.
He
Yeah.
popped his ult as McCree, and no one was around.
He was waiting
Let's
for him
just give RIP for that McCree.
He was
ult.
running. He was running up. He was waiting for him to run up. Dude.
No.
It was
No.
strategic.
So I
was gonna
look
say
at him
statistical.
as he spams needs healing, and I give him the old wave, and then start healing you.
the Reinhardt, who he should be healing.
Yeah.
Fuck that McCree.
Yeah. And then he messaged me, says asshole, and I instantly report him for calling me an asshole. And I get a message from a second account, and he's like, "Did you get communication banned too?" And then I was like, "No, who is this?" And then he was like, "I'm going to hack you."
And you were like
I was like, "LOLK."
all the bitches.
Oh, a lot. That's
Rip.
what I haven't noticed in PlayStation is there's not really that kind of cancer community. Like I've never really got like
Well,
I'm
we
sure
don't play-
there is.
We don't play multiplayer games.
I play Destiny, Trials of Osiris. That's fucking competitive as
that's,
fuck.
That's cancer as fuck.
Yeah, and I never get messages like, "Hey, screw you, bitch."
Because you're bad at it.
No, I've been to the fucking lighthouse.
Yeah, and the fucking first time and before everyone was like,
To the fuck of bitch. But to each their own. I think people should get the system that their friends play.
yeah.
Like that's really what it's about. That's the reason why I got a PlayStation 4 because my coworkers played it, and they were like, "Come play Destiny with us," and I was like, I don't know. I played Xbox for fucking ever. I have friends on there too, and they were like, "Come play with us." So I bought a PS4, and I have both now.
To be honest, I think it sucks, but at this point in the game, you should probably think about getting both.
Yeah, if you wanna, it sucks, but if you wanna get
The penultimate
gaming experience, yeah,
get both.
yeah.
Sorry, I really am, but that's just the way
Yeah.
shit works.
It's just like if you wanna play fucking every indie game known to man, get a PC and get
Yeah.
some Steam because you'll get all the weird indie games, you know,
Some of
that
those-
you won't get.
Some of those trash and some of them are gems.
Yeah. So
Speaking of indies, which one do you think does indie games better? Sony or Xbox?
I don't know. I really like the idea Xbox that Microsoft does.
Yeah.
Where they showcase like the games. I mean, and they used to do them better. Like the Summer of Arcade, that was the shit.
Yeah, it was.
That was the shit. They need to bring that back. Like that was where we got Bastion. That
Oh,
was where we
man.
got Limbo. That was where we got Splosion Man. Like there was a bunch of good games that would come out at Summers of Arcade. And I thought it was cool. Like it gave you something to do. Like in the summer, play some little indie games. You know.
Well, and the funny thing is, with the biggest name in indie games lately has been Inside.
Yeah.
And for some reason, when I think Inside, I think PlayStation.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's.
I think of Xbox because it was the creators of Limbo.
Well, because I think PlayStation because I remember seeing ads for it before, like thinking it was a PlayStation like.
Oh, so you're a mindless dummy that gets influenced by advertisements. Huh?
Well, the thing is though, it's just like Inside was promoted by.
Yeah, no, I
PlayStation.
get that. I get that.
And Xbox
because
was like,
I
oh,
was
we have it, but
I was talking with my friend Josh. Shout out Josh.
Joshua Tree.
Yeah,
Probably seen him
Joshua
in the
Tree,
comments.
Josh Izagiri. I was chatting with him the other day, and because the leaked image of Call of Duty was Xbox, and he was like, he texted me and he was like, it's kind of weird, right, that it's Xbox. Like, why is the leaked image Xbox? Normally, it's a PlayStation branding thing because they get all the exclusive stuff. And I was
Yeah.
like, dude, what if they're switching? Like, What if Xbox is finally gaining ground back? And nope, lo and behold, it's still PlayStation, and the real advertisements have PlayStation. But
You know what'd
it's
be
just
cool?
weird how you're like wired like that to see the advertisements and associate that with a specific console.
Like Activision. Activision is in of itself linked with PlayStation, like they were linked with Xbox, right?
Yeah, well, most of their stuff. I think Activision just goes where the money goes.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
do. Looking at you, supply drops.
I just giving a quick disclosure. I own 5 shares of Activision stock, so I am invested in Activision. And if they want to get money, they can go ahead and get that money because I get that money.
Okay, so talking about exclusives, I think we should talk about how some things get more love than others. Like, can we talk about how dicked on anyone who plays Destiny Xbox is?
Why do you say that?
Because they didn't get some guns. They legit didn't get content for a year.
Yeah, that's true. They didn't get year 1 Thorn, or not year 1 Thorn, year 1 Hawk Moon, dude.
Year 1
Hawk Moon was dirty
They
in
didn't
year
get,
1.
wasn't it? It was one of the machine guns too. One of the auto rifles. Well,
It wasn't the Stros regime, was it?
No, whatever. The guns are really the lead. Well, they're not.
Oh, Monte Carlo.
Monte Carlo.
It was a Monte Carlo.
The guns are kind of like the amp part. What's really important is they legitimately didn't get strikes.
Yeah.
They didn't get legitimate content.
Not only strikes, but those strikes had grimoire entries.
Yeah.
So they're legit missing parts of the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What little bit there is.
Hey.
Shout out to Robbie Dom's YouTube account because
That's me.
He's making a Destiny lore. And
Go check out that first video.
Your boys writing those scripts, so you know they're gonna be straight fire.
Go check out that first video on Cabal.
But anyways, self promotion out of the way. I think that
We're promoting to our whole 2 listeners, dude.
that they probably subscribe to us anyways. But I think that at this point, if you play Destiny on Xbox, it's kind of your fault. Because you had a whole year to learn, like, to get dicked on. Are you still going to play Destiny on Xbox?
I mean, it's not your fault if you can't afford both consoles.
Then don't buy the game.
Well, yeah, I mean, you could protest with your wallet, but...
Because really, Destiny on Xbox One...
Then not only are you missing a couple guns and a couple strikes, but you're missing a whole experience at that point.
Destiny on Xbox is legitimately missing experience.
That's how it's always been, though. Just like Call of Duty would get the maps first.
Yeah, but the maps would eventually come to Xbox, like 2 months later. This is a year's worth of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. Like we said earlier, console exclusive sucks. Specifically in Destiny's case.
Destiny's harsh. Like, that shit's not forgiving.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Like, there's no fucking excuse for it.
Yeah.
Like, other than it's just...
money.
I mean, it's smart business.
But holy dick on the gamer.
Yeah, but the gamer kind of suffers from it. So...
Talking back again about exclusive stuff that you get for each... I think I think barbaric's the correct word. It's a barbaric practice. It's old. We need to start moving forward. Because think about games like Rocket League. Like we're already seeing cross-platform play. Like let's stop meandering. Let's stop tiptoeing and just go full force into it. Everyone's equal.
That's not where the money is, though.
I know. That's what sucks.
Yeah, that's not where the money is. So.
And I guess we can end this podcast on that note. Just hopefully one day we can see some fucking equality in this goddamn gaming sphere.
I know. Hopefully that they'll I feel like a game studio makes more money if they're multi-platform. Like, why would they not want to do that instead of... I mean, they like fucking like Sony must pay a fucking pretty penny to get Destiny only on its shit. Like the shit only on PlayStation. Like that must... Like, it's obviously worth it for them to do that than not do it. I think when it's that aspect, but, like, people who can't play Horizon Zero Dawn, like, from Xbox, like, how does that help PlayStation? Other than, I think it's
like Bloodborne.
It's a first-party studio, so I guess...
I feel like Bloodborne
would
have sold way more and gotten way more traction because of the amazing game that it is if it was multi-platform.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, like, a company like that. Like, I mean, the people who made Horizon Zero Dawn... I think it's Red. No, they made Red Faction, so it's Guerrilla Games. Okay. I think. They're of Sony. Like, they obviously have only made...
3 exclusive. Like, the entire Red Faction.
They only worked for Sony. Like, that's all they do. So that is understandable. But someone like From Software, where they've had success on Xbox.
Yeah.
Like, why would they not want to go multi-platform?
That's insane to me, dude. Because Bloodborne was such an amazing game that some people just didn't get to experience because of the console thing, and it like legitimately makes me sad.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll leave it at that. If you guys have any opinions, leave it in the comments of the video.
Like, subscribe,
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, please, so we can get some traction and
share with all your friends, all them,
stir more shit.
all your bitches.
Thanks, guys, for listening.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That's the end of this episode. We'll see you next week, episode 4.
Have a good Monday and a good rest of your week.
Yeah, have a good Monday. Good rest of your week, in the words of Bobo.
And Mama Couch, out.